Okay, hello, everybody. We are live here with another episode of Fixing Things Together, specifically fixing things on the Universe. I'm Jan Dvorak, the founder and CEO of the Universe, and with me we have Jasper
Hello, everyone. I'm the UX researcher in Luther Universe.
and Henry.
Hello, everyone. I'm UI designer in the Later Universe.
All right, so with that, we have kind of previously decided that we'll be today looking about some specific sites. Specifically, we'll be looking on onboarding and potential any other agreement, especially in regards to kind of publishing your first story. We'll be then looking at the public story look, which needs update significant. And if time remains, we'll look on workshop. And of course, in any meantime, if you have any question or if you encounter any issues, feel free to put that in a chat. Jasper, I will ask you to monitor it because I have only two screens and I cannot fit everything on it. So I'll ask you to monitor the chat, and if anything comes up, you can click on the comment
All
and
right.
let us know.
All right.
Let me just add here the comments. And with that, let's switch to this view where we have our current Little Universe. We will not be needing that, at least for the first part. Or this part, we'll be looking at creating a new account. So registering for a new username. Let's do StreamYard 1. Let me just open up on my side here the editor so I have access to it. Let's do it plus 1. And click on create an account. So we have some issues here, probably because of the ongoing update. So let's take let me do here. So for technical people, we are running our everything on Meteor framework. I'm just something I started before the stream very quickly. And we are currently, Meteor is undergoing a large upgrade to Meteor 3. Or like that's kind of like the big next step, and there's a lot of changes because of all the many things that usually come with major version upgrade, or in this case, it's like a really major version. So we are preparing our API with all of these fixes. So almost there here. I'm making sure that that's just okay. So this is done. Let me also get my version manager started so that I can have think I want my universe. Let's just okay. So I will have to check why we have here an issue with the wait. our accounts. So let me clean things up. Apologies for the delay. So we have that. Let's just do stream. Oops, that's actually for this. And it's actually also very interesting, or how should I say, the hack that you can do, because if you have like your email, if you add the plus, then you can put anything else that you want beyond this, and it will be still seen as a valid email. It will come to your email, and that way you can also kind of do a bit of a tagging and all that stuff. So create user async. So that is our sign up. So let's check the documentation. So this is the old function that we have been updating. Let's jump to the old one. Try to meet your repository. Check here what we have. Pretty sure we had it. So create user async. Okay, so it's async. That doesn't look correct. So it has been backport create user async from 12.787, which, oh, because it doesn't exist yet. That might be why. Let me just double check here. Into the client. Okay. So that's my mistake. And let's try this. Maker update release to for. Oops, I actually wanted to go back here because and check which beta we have available for this, because apparently what I did there was it works fine on server but not on client as we are doing here. So let me just double check here. Yes, beta.1. So we'll be doing a bit of experimentation. I think on our latest beta version, which should fix this. And if not, then the simple solution is just to move things to server. And I'm seeing another little thing that I can fix here as well, which I'll quickly do. Sadly, nothing visible to fix. Just a few things here. So let's see what this gets us. And almost there. I think I can probably just kind of show you that it's working here. And this is the offending code. Okay, so that got upgraded. Let's try start things up. think there should be any issue with that. So let's see, why are we stuck here? In the meantime, how's everybody doing? Let me clear things up here so I can see a little bit on the screen. So it's a big application. And our main target for this is the screen where it asks you to confirm all the necessary agreements and all that stuff. And that's mostly because of European rules and in general, because I'm gonna need to make sure, but I think, look, now thinking about the code, it should have asked you already for this over here. So I'll have to double check that, because the idea, it should ask you before you register, so that then you can just go in. Okay, so we've got that confirmed. Let's see, we have some warning. That's fine. That was something I'll have to fix some other time. So of course it will ask you first to verify your email. Let's do that here. The address to verify. And go back to the dashboard. So now I don't have any error on this on servers, but I think this might be loading too long. So let's actually start also doing any other list of bugs, because it's gonna, once you have it's populated with stuff, then you sometimes forget how it looks without it. So let's load stream, and I think this might be just because there's nothing to load, so it's a bit of confused. Okay, so now if I go to the workshop stuff, a bit, okay, now for a second time it worked. Okay, so I think this is related specifically to a bug in a third-party package, which I'm still working on with other people to fix. So just want to check here in our legal documents. Okay, so this is a bug that we have in that case, because we have not had any of the agreements, and it's already checked. So that should not happen. And this is, which we can, let's see. So I guess we'll have to force it. It has been like ongoing issue, just to kind of give people history with our legal agreement modal to display it properly or not. So let me log out. And one thing I am going to do is go here to memory. No, not memory. I want the application. And yes, I think this might be it. So I need to clear the local storage of that. So we don't have anything here. And if I now go to register, it does not show up. So it means it's broken. So let me check here. It's always it's been an ongoing issue here with this with this model to display it properly constantly. Because we are kind of limiting it to where it can happen appear or not. And we are on the register page, which is not in the excluded pages. So it should just appear. So let's check what we get in the console here once I start putting in. Oh, that might be why, because we have an error here. Cannot read properties of null reading username. Of course, you will have an issue reading username. If it doesn't exist. And so that's going to be a bit of an issue, won't it? Somebody's writing me somewhere else so they can. So if profile, let me just here. And hopefully we'll get our display soon. Let's give this a try. So it says now that it's false, but it's disable false, but it's not appearing. So at least that is working. And this might be because of AreaKit again. So we want to check this is alloc component that we are using, and they have also recently changed the settings a bit. So let's apparently the one we used to display it is a valid options to show. And instead, it uses default open. Open. Let's give it a try and see what will happen now. So false, it should be true. Yay! So we fixed quite a few bugs. So let's get design fixing.
Okay.
So I think first of all, what I see here is that we have this ugly standard bar. So I think, and that's because this legal model is a special one. In many cases, because it doesn't have standard design, you cannot click out of it, because that's just unless we have from you that we can actually that you actually agree with our terms of service, then it's kind of difficult to provide you the terms of service. So let's take a look on how we have this. So legal modal. Let's see if that's the one that's being used here. Okay, it is.
Ian, I would like to know what icon that below the privacy policy there. I cannot see it clearly. What icon is that?
Like just a moment. I'm just
Yeah.
fixing some internal coding here. So you mean this one?
Yes, correct.
That is. Don't worry about that. That's just my browser
I see.
doing stuff. So normally people would not see it unless they have the same extension. Actually, let's see if we can. Yeah, you cannot even like get and hover over it. Maybe let's see if we can do some. The index does not work at all here for this part, which is interesting. Display block, padding. CNXY doesn't work. Position static. Let's see if. Absolute. Well, that's. Yeah, just for the fun of it. Yeah, it's something that's even like with the index. Let's just increase that. If I can, yeah. You just cannot get rid of it. That's because there are fields, the fields underneath it. And so this is kind of like to for the fields to enter. So it's a browser issue. Maybe it's something to investigate further at some other time. Okay, since we are here, let's start by opening our Figma on it. Henry, if you can maybe look up how this should look. I think we have
Yes.
these things. I might need to change to white light theme probably, but I would like to avoid that. So yes, I wanted first to change the I wanted to first change our modal look, step legal modal. Okay, so I want to add in here scroll bar. See if this. Yay! So okay, we have our scroll bar there now. That's nice. And it wants me to log in. Annoying. Forgot. So the reason why you see it, because I'm using KeePass and it's a little bit integrated with the browser. So that's where this is coming from. So you log in. Oh, because I'm opening it here in the stupid. My mistake. It should be in the other. Over here, I should be opening Figma.
Okay.
Now it should work. Let's go with this one, I believe.
Yes. The page that Nusameta uses, or you could follow me.
Yes. It will take a bit for me to load. Here we go. So light mode. I think I want to look at the dark mode. Apologies for the like forward and backward. That's just because my mouse is busted. Hopefully tomorrow I
No
will get
worries.
a mouse. Thanks to Black Friday.
It's about time you get a new mouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, except for the freaking wheel, which is kind of partially broken. It's working perfectly. So it's
Okay.
kind of okay.
Okay, I just realized that. Oh no, I fixed the black theme, but uh, there are some changes in my previous conversation
Yes.
with
So the
Taufik.
thing here is,
I think this is
in
the
this
most
case,
notable.
so the version selector is irrelevant. Of course, the X is also sadly not possible. So the version selector that's on the page itself, that works fine. So the main thing here for us is to fix the theme. I would still like kind of to have this sorry to interrupt stuff on the top.
Okay. Mhm.
And we have, yes, these three terms of service. Let's see those. Do we have like area kit steps? Let's take a look on the components here. We see something. Toolbar radio, components, abstract. No, we don't. So this is something that we can adjust and do as we need. So let's see, do we have... Okay, this is going to be a bit interesting. Okay. So first of all, let me change here.
I think you need to add like sorry for interrupt. Yeah.
So first of all, I'm going to move or change the display, or I'm going to have at the top of the sorry to interrupt, blah, blah, blah. Then we have the steps, and then we have the title and registered user. Please log in here. Let's jump here. So I have to log in over here. What is it? Code fix. Or I should probably do this part here so it doesn't break. And let's see. Okay, dialogue. So we have the intro, then we have the horizontal separators, which will be going out. Then we have the steps. So we have the legal text over there. And at the end, we have this agree, I disagree, which I would like to. Yeah, because even like that's the thing, like with GDPR, even if they disagree, we are still required to provide some basic service. I will have to actually look more into that with lawyers as well, but I do recall, which when I was like reading the text a few years back, there was some very strange option there, or like a clause that if the user disagrees with the terms of service and everything else, we still are required to provide services, or at least something like that, which is very strange. So in our case, even if you disagree with the TOS, then you can still kind of do the basic anonymous stuff, like look around and all the other things. A few other things there. Mhm. Okay. So, okay, so we have moved it over here. Let's see, we have the settings here, just that. How are we going to do this? Let's see.
What?
Few more. A few more things. Let's see. So, I agree or disagree. So we want to move this. Okay, so I am going to do here a few more components. So legal model title, which will be a component that's going to get the step that we are on. And then it's, come on, editor, why are you again indenting with 4 spaces instead of 2? So we'll have a switch here with step. And based on what that is, then it's going to return different titles. So first step for TOS, and it's going to be a heading, I think heading 2 or approximately.
Hold on, let me check first. I prefer heading 3. It suits well, yeah.
Okay, let's do heading 3. No, not a problem. Just do here. So we have, it's not visible here on the first time. but we actually have 4 options, and the fourth one is additional setting options which are required. And let's see here, settings. So, because for example, in EU wants to have or wants information on which country the user is from, which we kind of need to know so that we can fulfill all the necessary requirements, legal ones. So, okay. So we have the legal model. Let's do here just a few types. TLS, privacy, copyright, and settings. Now, this, so that will be under the steps. Legal model title. So, okay, so it's like that. I think we'll have to adjust here a little bit things. And now, for the step, we are going to make that into actually a number. Format a number. So that's what it's going to be. 2, 1. And let's look. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. And we do have steps as well. So let's see how we can do the how are we going to do this nicely? So right now they are just spread out for the flags. So that's like that, and that's because we have 4 of them or 3 of them. So plus also given the different sizes, we cannot change things. But display flags. Let's open up our Flexbox cheat sheet. What we can do here to make this more nicer. So right now we have that they have all step. So they have flex. So they grow. So let me get rid of that growth. And instead of that, we want to have here maybe, yes, justify content space around. Or maybe no space even, I think looks better. Let's see. So that was before the space evenly. Now, okay, so I think that's pretty good when it comes to spacing. What do you think, Henry?
Spacing, yeah, it's great.
Okay, good. So now for each of the step, let's take a look. Oops, where did it
Okay. Boing. Yeah, there's. What do you think? Okay. While you're doing that, I'm also fix that also.
Nice. Yeah, let me then
I
first
think
I'm
the
going to
spelling
do the
for the trip is not quite good.
yes. I'm going to first now do here the colors on this. So let's see. Or 32 by 32. Um, pixels, height, 2 pixels. What is the font size? 14. Pixels, and now we have. Well, there are a couple of things. So I have your active text, and then we have what is it? The color. So that those will be all gone. These functions, but we'll be still using them. So we have the current option. And that's if it's current, and completed as well. I don't think we'll be using completed for this one. Which is like, Henry, another thing. Do we want to show like that something has been completed?
Uh,
So if you're like on step one, meaning that the step one is completed, do we want to maybe have that stay still the same color, or
yeah, that I think that's pretty good for that you are already completed that. You have the color of change and something like
so
that
let's
with the
do
same
the,
color. Yes.
let's do the background color here. We'll change the properties a little bit to go with the new standard here. So let's start with the current one. So if we are on the current, let's take a look. I don't really remember which palette it is. This color. I think
Yes.
it's primary, isn't it?
Okay. Hold on.
Primary, and maybe
Yes, it's our primary.
and then secondary. Let me just see if I've got it right on my first try. So it's the smaller one. So we'll fix that soonish.
Yes, it's on color code primary light 1.
Okay. And that also means we have to change the color here as well. Text. Article line. So what's the issue here with the verticals? This vertical align is useless here. And why I don't see any background color, that's a bit annoying.
Okay.
That's indeed annoying. And another annoying thing here is that the numbers are not in the center. I think probably fix that with some padding. Pixels not going to be, and then we have forgot border radius %. See if I can check out the. Let's see now. Okay, that's it's a div. So wait, why is the okay? So the padding is not what we want here for some reason. Like height 22. What would happen if I position relative? Maybe is that it? Oh, let's first figure out why we are not seeing any of the background color. Oh, I think I might know why, but that's very strange. I need to check my palette because I am adding potentially a palette that doesn't exist. Dark mode. Could it be? Let's try this one. And start fixing the. Okay, so now that's something there. That was that. Let me just quickly change the steps here to use the proper. So now we have at least that partially there. If print or good, question here. So now let's stick here. Let's see. And on the top, just quickly check here. We want the model to change. So change it so the radius is on these two corners. That was just a little change. And I want to change it to the regular border radius. we are more in sync with the rest of the theme. Okay, and so the top. Okay, so right now this is one text code. Let me do here alert. Let's move this here. See how that is going to work. So I'll just make a few adjustments here to our let's see. We can get rid of the padding we want. Border radius we'll get rid of, and you have it like end to end, which might not agree with this part, which is that we have padding. So if I do margin top 0 and the rest is like RAM. Okay, sounds good. So this is alert margin 0 minus 3 RAM. Right margin. And we have the border radius. Let's just see if we can just unset it. Come on, why didn't you work? Good luck. Because on the, I know it's maybe it's the model header. Let's try to move it over here. Let's get rid of the old float text that we have there. Yes, okay. Oh, so this should be the place. So at least the text is not as crazy, but it still has issues with using alert. Oh, because it's not a function, it's a component instead of styled components. So styled, so header alert, styled alert, and we can put it all in there and just not even have to do some crazy stuff here. Come on. Let's see. That's interesting that that does not work. Header alert margin. Could it be? Let me try one more trick. Yes, that was the trick. So, let's see, Henry, in your case, you have the sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mhm. I think we can keep it as is. The
Sure,
only
no problem.
thing here is that you are using a bit lighter version of the yellow.
Yes. We have. Hold
Yeah,
on.
we have that. Just need to check which
Let me check. Yeah. So
it should be.
it's color code or alert light 4.
Let me.
Alert light.
Yeah. I just need to add this option here. Oh, because we don't have that as a possible. Wait. Type primary. Type. Well, it should be the light, or should it? Let me check it. Looking at this, it should be the tone 1, which should be the lighter one.
Yes.
Alert, alert.
Alert light 4.
In this case, 0, 1, it might be maybe tone 2. And that even. Oops, it should be tone 2, not 2. I think maybe like even the completed the lightest one. I think we are missing the color here.
The 4 color light 4 is missing.
FFF88. Oh, okay, no, so sorry. The one that should be, that's 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now that's the one that I'm using here now. It just looks slightly different on the dark background.
Yes. That's because people are using light theme. Oh.
No. Okay, so we have that. Let me check.
Not quite good with the dark theme. Okay.
700.
Need to update the color library, I think.
Okay, let's go back to our steps. Font 700. Anything else that's special there? Shouldn't be. Still, and this is kind of very common thing that even like if I copied exactly from Figma the CSS, it's not think like maybe can we like do the one like, or can we make the numbers bigger? Would that be fine, guys? Like this?
Oh,
Instead of the smaller ones.
I not see anything change, Ian. The font size. That sorry for interrupt. Do you mean?
Here we go. Have them like this bigger in this circle.
Okay. Oh,
Instead
that
of six,
circle. Okay.
yeah, instead of 14 to have it like 16 pixels, it makes it easier. I don't have to do anything crazy with
Agree.
positioning. So
For me
Yeah.
personally, I don't mind doing the numbers bigger, but if it's going to look a little bit not pleasant visual wise, I think we can just erase the number because the circle itself purpose the same thing.
mhm.
What do you think, Henry?
I prefer to stick with the numbers. Yeah, Jasper.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so now a few last things to kind of see the background text or the background color for the incomplete. You have E5 for the light theme. Let's see if I can. I can see it in the light themes. Let's look in the shirt. Oh, because I have also this thing. Stupid of me. Apologies. Of course, I will not. Okay, E5. That's the. We have it for font only in the light version. E5, and we don't have it in the shirt version at all. So that's font with tone 1, which found interesting, but you can actually play with this a little bit to hide the numbers of the others. So it's there, but it's kind of hidden intentionally. So 1 and all that stuff. And now I just need CSS, fancy steps. Oh, those are relation steps. I want to check if we can multi-step animation and transition. It's going to be a bit or not fancy progress steps. Progress bars. It's just because the keywords are too similar to step progress. Okay, so here we have, okay, so it's very similar to what we want. The main thing, kind of what I want to get from this is the line in between those two files so that I don't have to go crazy. And of course, that's the active. So counter reset. Progress, it does. Okay, it's doing a lot of fancy fancy things and having it as things that I am not that much. It's kind of doing the progress bar there, which I'm not that fond of. And I just want to have there, though we might need to have it to do it like that, because let's see, how can we make this in CSS? From one way to the other. Let's see, is it actually progress bar? No, it's probably. So container, we already have taken care of progress bar. Counter reset step. These are completely new CSS properties that I don't recall seeing before. So that's what I am a bit. Okay, and so this is how how they do here. So you wouldn't even need to have the flex there. First child after content none. What do you think, guys? Something like that, or do we want to? How do we want to do that with these steps? Or let me see if we have like some nice React. Some components that we could look at. Okay, here we have them. So this, I think we might have somewhere in the backlog a node to a component like this.
Nice.
So I think what I'm going to do here is take a look at steps. Let's take a look on these steps. If it still works or not. Steps, current, blah, blah, blah. Okay, their page doesn't work here, so I think then what I'm going to do is we'll have this like as a extra stuff, because we want to most likely have something similar on our pages as well. So I'm going to probably look through this component, how they have it built, and I'm going to see what we can potentially use from it. So show the source. This is very nice. At least the API on this first look. Let's take a look. Oh, it has this step 1. Okay, so 0, 1, 2. So let's see if I can change it here. Yes, so it works as I expected. And here at 0. And we can add here titles. This is very nice. Kind of sad it's Chinese, but it potentially is open source, maybe. Let me, where is their GitHub? Okay. So we kind of need to build this on this component as well. So I will probably be looking into this to see we have even tests. This might be a good inspiration how we want to build it as well. So they have the styles. So using it like this is not usable for us because of how our system works. So I will have to refactor it for our purposes. So let me put that as a extra task to do. Steps component. So we can skip that for now. And before we go, let me check our issues here. Okay, we don't have it here, but that's fine. All right. We've got some more light here. Raining all day, and suddenly we have like darkness and from one window over there, and it's like nice and bright on the other side. Let's see. So we've got that covered. I will do that. Let's take a. Where are we? Over here. Just put it. What the? So forgot that. Okay, now it's a different color, Henry. For the alert.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I tried to using another warning. Yeah. But you could use the same like previous, which is
just
the
quickly
light.
move to, I think number 2, or like this is the tone 2, is probably good, like across the side, because I think this might be, we can add, is this a new color or do we have it somewhere already?
Yeah. Oh, that's quite different. Yeah. Number 2 in
Let
my
me
color
check
palette is
in the
green.
shared panel. This one is F9 F8871. So that should be, these two colors should be the same.
Yeah, this color palette 3
Okay,
is the same.
that's fine. So okay, this is the terms of service. So we don't want any line here, and we want to have the same background color here for the alert. Let's quickly do that. So this is an issue with so that is the modal header. So border bottom goodbye. And probably background and color goodbye as well. So let's see what's okay. Is that fine like that? It will be like white in the light theme. I think maybe we might want to increase the font size there to, let's see, what do we have right now? There is
Okay.
a
Font size. Here is. Hold on, let me check. This one is H1 for terms of service, and the registered user I'm
Let's do-
using for.
let's do H2 and we want to put in, let's see, we have the palette. Yeah, so we want the palette to be primary. So that way it has the color. Okay, and let's see, I should have somewhere this register. We don't have this string yet, which is strange. But let's create it then. Where is the go to settings? Just a moment. Link. It has some of the,
Which one do you want to switch?
just a moment. So I'm going to add here.
Not that one. Yeah. Registered user.
I'm going to change here the language. And the question is not just where to put it. Where do we have it? Under legal. Okay. Legal model. It's going to be existing user. User. Start. Auto. Login. Login. So I'm going to change that there. Steps. So let's sign in. We'll have more stuff for our translator. So I'll say I've kind of underestimated how behind is this display, and like that. And one more thing we want to have is that it doesn't have if it's H2. It shouldn't have any margin at the bottom. Henry, this is something that I have noticed repeatedly.
Yes.
That we are no longer having the margins at the bottom of some of the headings.
Mhm.
Do we want to standardize it for all of them, or do we want it just on occasion?
Standardize that. Okay. But that will be applied for all page. Correct.
Yes. So the
Mm,
question is, how much do we want to standardize it or not? Because right now we are going with the default, which is for each titles like this, it's 2 rem on the top, 0 on the size, and 1 rem below.
oh, I think we need to standardize it. But can we change it for like special cases or something?
Yes.
Well, I think that will be better if we standardize it right now. Okay. Range.
So what should be the standard for the headings, the default?
Okay, for the heading. Okay. Hold on. Let me mark. There.
In the
Hmm.
meantime, I'll get it ready for margin.
2 rams. Okay, I think that could be suits. Usually on my design is using like 40 pixels for around like the heading and with text. I mean, hold on. Let me see. On this case, correct that from the terms of service, and upper on the how should I say upper on the steps. So do you mean that margin? Correct.
Yes. So the question is, let's start. So what is the top margin for the headings?
Okay, I think 40 that suits well. Yeah, 40 pixel, which is 40 pixels, which is 2.5 RAM.
Okay. Let's do 2.5 RAM on the side 0. How much do we want by default at the bottom?
The bottom. Okay. Usually using 0, then then I'm just thinking about the upper margin, which is around 40. How about we using the bottom is 0, Yan? Let me see.
Or we can do 0.5 RAM.
Right. Okay. Right.
That's half of what we currently have by default. So
Okay, Yan.
let's do that. And now then the final thing is we have quite a lot of
Empty space.
things here. So
So that
I-
apply also with the body text, that margin.
2 RAM. Let's see. Then we have 3 RAM.
Okay. Okay.
Here, so let me just quickly get rid of that extra space there. And now for the headings here, that's a bit tough because this is a legal text. So as you can see, it doesn't really have headings there right now. So I think what I can do here Let's do this a bit. So we have actually one thing is using the same thing. Yikes! So we'll have to fix the bottom as well. Instead of
Do we have that? Did agree won't agree? What is that?
yes, let me just fix things here because it's using it. And we want fight content, and that would be this evenly. Nice. And I should probably see and we can make this bigger. Hopefully it will not go crazy. Okay, so that won't work. This okay, so I will then yeah, this is just you won't see this now if you register, so let's keep that.
Well,
Okay,
in
we have
that case, Jan, I think we were using 1.25 RAM. So you just bring that a little bit.
For what?
For the header, that margin that we are talking about
Mhm.
previously. How about we are using 1.25 RAM? It's around 20 pixels. So
On
you could
the
shrink that a little bit.
on the
Yes, on the
top,
top. Yeah. What do you think about that?
1.25 RAM.
Yes.
Okay.
Ah, nothing happened.
No,
Okay.
it shrunk. It's smaller.
That's
But
smaller.
here's different. Here we have multiple things happening at a time because we are, let's see, steps. Then we have this model context, and the legal text is it's coming from legal displays, which has its own specific properties. Let me double check here. Uh, mm, because it's in a page component, that's one thing, and everything else. And let me check here on the let me check here. Okay, on my model content. So the model content has one padding everywhere, but I think we just need to have the padding on the sides, not on top and bottom. So that should be one thing there that so that got removed. So at least that is gone a little bit. And we kind of need to take it from this thing to below. And there is only this page component from article to div, and then we go into the actual things. So what I think I'm going to do here is for the strong ones, let's change the color primary. Okay, got that, and that's pretty much all I can do about that. If we want to keep it sensible in any stuff, and let's see on. Let's see if I can do this first child. And if I can get rid of the padding at least partially. Okay, so I got rid of the one of the paddings. No. Which one I am at? So I'm at this point. And it's not taking it in. To get into page one. Which is so strange because that should be the first child of the article. Let's see what would happen if this actually goes to 0. Okay, so that might be too much on the sides. So we want a 0 and then 1 rem. Be the padding there. And of course it did not happen, but let's see if there's like anything that's being unset. So we are this article. I want to get the first div here. Be like that. Well, something happened for sure. The question is, okay, so we have these side paddings happening. Are gone. Oh, I see what happened there. So let me try to do padding top only 0. It took all the first children that are kind of below that. But in this case, I think that's pretty fine. What do you think, guys? I think this looks kind of what we want.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just quickly double check here what still needs to happen here. We have the login in there. We still need to do the steps. I have noted that down. This one then is its own thing. And let's see, at the bottom right now, let's change these buttons a little bit. So how you have it as one thing. I'm thinking we can have, because we need the I disagree.
Okay.
I agree, and we kind of want to have here another. other stuff, because this can also appear on other pages than the registration page. So that might be something we might maybe need to do conditionally here. Let me actually quickly do that, because this doesn't make any sense to appear if you are on. Let's see, let's do here const is registration, use match, and register. Isn't that the case? Okay. So if you are on this registration, or in this case, if you are not, then only then display these. Registration. Check. Come on now. That. So, okay, so it's not there. I'm thinking here, Henry, maybe we can reuse our form component so that it would be like, big I agree, and the secondary here I disagree. What do you
Yes.
think about that?
Yep. But as I remember, we doesn't have like I disagree button. I need to create one for that.
We actually, how I have designed the component, there's like what's called the secondary,
Oh
and
yes.
that's not a problem. So let me try to form. Let me quickly find the component. Going to
Yeah. And one more thing before I forgot, that our body copy color there, it should be using gray. I'm afraid that
oh yeah, the bottom. Okay,
yes, the body copy
let
text
me quickly
because
find just the components so that I don't forget when I'm in the middle of it.
yes.
Okay, let's see. It might be save button. And yes, secondary content, handle secondary, save text, saving text. So secondary content would be something like this. Of course, it's going to show me that. False, false, and I need to have this one. Save text over here. that and see if that works. Rotate a little bit. So it would be like this. Is that fine? And then I have the additional text there.
Oh, all right. The additional text that I have read agreement.
Yeah, that is that, and that happens only in special circumstances.
All right. Yep. Okay. So I already also updated, and
Okay.
but I'm using
Yeah,
like
I'll add the icon there. This bottom of the text it's going to appear there only. I'm not sure about that one. Well, you're correct to split it up like this because we are just using the component
yeah.
here for that. And I will probably have to. Let me quickly check on the save button. Handles, text, blah, 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 blah. But it is type submit. So I will have to do here on click. It's not used to. It is not. By default designed to handle these forms. So click on click. Add that functionality. Click. Default. Let's see if this actually works. Oh, that's a lot of stuff that we do here in this. So it's quite an old code, I think. So let's see, we have that sorted. That one is also there. So this button and div is gone. Keep that here. I disagree is also gone. So this flex can also be get going to simplify it. And I just need to do a quick navigation here. Let's see, do we have not here use locations? Oh, we don't have it. Let's navigate. And so that's the navigate to the home page. So let's start testing the functionality that we've changed here. So first, I disagree. We'll take you to the home page. Perfect. Let's see, I agree. Takes you to the next step. And that's what is the issue here with these guys? These are H3, so sometimes they do have R appear there. So let me just quickly change that on in our style sheet. So that's the P strong, or that would be also H2, H3, H4. I don't think we have anything else there. Okay, so they have the proper color. I agree. Oh, it's not. It is not getting the proper copyright agreement here for some reason. Let's take a look. Maybe user agreement. Where are we showcasing this again? Is it actually copyrights? I'm sorry, that's the heading. The legal text. Tags, privacy, copyright. Let's see if I change it to this, if that's going to be it. Nope. So, or maybe it could be because I don't have it locally. I don't have it. I think that's the more likely option, that I just don't have the proper text here locally, but that would be. Let me check the database, because that would be very strange to not have it. Okay. Copyright. Oh, I see what is happening here. It's not that I don't have it. It's just that I am not getting the. Let's see. It's like I'll have to do some migration. There we go. So now with all of that agreed, it will allow me here do the registration and all that stuff. But let's log in. Which one was it? Was it plus stream email? Stream one. So I think, except for the steps, which I have noted that I will figure out and provide, I think at least for now, the onboarding is fixed and improved, the look. I will probably get more revising that in the future. Here, I just want to check on, yeah, here we go. Here we have the setting things. That's another thing kind of with the onboarding that I wanted to check, which right now is going to be probably broken with all the changes. So first of all, let's let's go here and change our last. Okay, legal modal. Let's change our last page here, which needs to be okay. So we have two things: required user settings, that's broken, and we need to, yes, here we go, have the formatted number instead. Here, formatted number value, it's 4. Save, and okay, so that's one thing that's fixed. And we need to check a few more things. Use user ID, use profiles. So um, let's see what could be the issue here. Use change username. I missed my mouse wheel. This thing's so much easier. So let's just made a small code optimization there, but it's a problem that it's not loading. Export, import. For future's sake, I'm going to add suspense here. Which is going to take care of a few things.
Jan, very quick question about the few more things here. If we change the wordings instead to one last thing, still that makes sense because for people to not being lazy for all of the stuffs to be input.
Okay, let's take a look here then. Settings require, we have a few more things. So one last thing you say, okay. One last thing. And actually this will that's I will have to go. I will actually change the ID on that completely as well in the translation, so it's there. Okay. And now that we have the required thing, I am going to use here our suspense for the profile. Hopefully that's going to work a bit better. Yes, that works. So one last thing.
Yeah. A little bit of typo there, I think.
Oh, yeah, one last thing. Last thing. Catch. And it's out of, how should I say, out of bounds? Why is it? Because everything else has. Okay, but that should be. I could place a div here to see what's going to happen. In that case, I am going to do here a little bit of a hack. Class name, rules, type. So I'm going to, in the legal module as we have it, we had the legal model content. I'm going to add here the padding so this one works. Nope. Oh, almost. It's or not. No, and the one rem that's correct. So why am I not getting it? Oh, because it's a P. Okay, so it's here 1 AM. What if it's 1 AM? No. What about 2 EM? Okay, so it's 2 EM, not 1. So we have that. So let me see if I can, let's say I'm from Thailand, save, you can see it disappears. Choose some random month, some random high date, and just 95. So that's fine. Okay. So that's another thing. And now let's do a standalone story. So this is another legal thing. You can see we have the I disagree, I agree here. Now I'm kind of confused how did I make that work here easily. The first thing I need to actually find what's the name of the component, and we have to make some adjustments. It's a bit of more modern version of what we have, so let's find it by this text from which I'll get an ID. And I'll go to publication agreement. So it's using controlled models, so that's a bit advanced. I'll have to check more into the CSS so that that's probably for models in general, so that it's kind of straight when we have it scrolling. So then we have the initial paragraph, and then we have the publishing agreement text component, and then we have confirmation button set, which, let me take a look. Oh, that's actually a better version of what I just added to the modal here. So let me just quickly set up confirmation button set. And instead of on click, it's and confirm. So that's much nicer. And we pretty much, the only thing that we can, I think what we need to do is fix the look of it in terms of having this background, I think the same as the other one. And of course, I guess would be the, let's see, that would be the modal setting required. Nope, that's already fixed. Publishing agreement, the publishing agreement text. So that is coming from the text editor. Let's see if we can make it dangerously set inner HTML. And that one is going to be this. Let's see. Parse. I don't do like that. So we'll do HTML. Oh, I see why. Common issue with React. Let's try if we can do a quick hack like this. Or I shouldn't call it hack, it's a legitimate programming. Yes. So we can do that. We don't have to get here the text editor, and because that's also quite a bit of stuff to do. So and since we got rid of that, file text div. So that we can add some nice styling, or in this case, I will just go back to legal model and copy over the styles. It's a bit different approach. Scroll. Here we go. So that's pretty much just the colors. Let's take a look if that will be enough. Nope, won't, because I am missing import. What now? Yay.
Ooh.
Do we want to add? Okay, we have still the changes in this version. Let me just quickly check. Change log. I'll just copy over the same thing because the more though I will be doing it, just think. And instead of a label, actually, let's keep that. I'll put the change log there. Maybe also have it as emphasized, or it's instead of a label, it should probably the change that should be a heading. If just to make it more clear. And we're doing all of that. That is that. We want to make any more changes here, Henry Jasper, to this?
First, the color on the body text. If I see it, it's white solid FFF, if I'm not mistaken. It should be
Take a
gray.
look. No, it's FA, FA, FA.
FA. Okay. Hold on. Let me check. FA.
And I will check where. That's the background text that we have for the second.
Okay,
I'm
I
not sorry,
see.
that's a background here. Let's see if it's also over here used. That's interesting because this should not be. Well, actually, no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Dark. Let's look at the dark. So it's background text for the dark theme.
Okay.
If it's on the background like this.
And I think it's quite a little bit still untidy, Jan. I think the problem is because the margin on the left is too tight.
Okay, let's check that.
Padding.
Publishing agreement. Control model. Let's go to control model and see what we have here. Escape content. We have padding 1 EM.
Okay.
Everywhere. So what we can do is have that 1 EM top, bottom, right, and we can have maybe 2 EM on the left.
Okay. But I wonder why the on the right is more.
I think that's illusion because it's like, as you can see, it's the same there. It's an illusion because of the breaks of the text.
Okay, yeah, that's the problem.
So
Okay,
it looks like it's. So let's see, 1 em, 1 em, 1.5 em. Let's see if we can make that.
Yeah, that much better. We give them
Yeah,
some
let
space.
me, yeah, let me check if I can. So that's
Ah,
1.5
see.
em on the right as well without any punishments because of the other visual components. Yeah, I think that's fine.
One more thing that makes that untidy. I see that on the left corner, the percentage with the border radius. Uh, I think that causes that makes, yeah, that's make it bit so tight also with that.
Let's see. I will have to figure out then. Well, first of all, I have to figure out if with the styled scroll bar, if there is like some sort of. Well, first of all, if there's like some CSS helper that if the scroll bar is shown that it's these corners get straightened out as with the other one. So do you want to make this border radius smaller?
If this case, I think it must create like a bigger. If I'm not mistaken, it's around 15 or 25.
Yeah, this is
Create.
the default border radius that we have.
How much the
So
size is it?
let me jump to themes, dark, and let's see, border radius is 15 pixels. Yes,
15.
15. Yeah.
Yeah. I hold on. My feeling around that is around 25 or 35. That will be looks well, I think. But it will be does apply also with other component that we are using like this, yeah.
Let's see, border radius large. Yeah, this if we make change here, it's going to affect all the components.
Oh no. Okay. Okay. But how about different with does that applies as well
Yeah,
with the border radius?
it will be
Okay.
same. So if you want, let me check here.
Okay, that's the
Yeah,
trouble.
like the bigger version that we have is 25 pixels. 25. Would you want that? I think that's still manageable for everything. So
Okay, trust me. This border radius needs 35, I think.
35.
Yep.
Take a look.
Moment of truth. What do you think about that?
Um,
Yeah, that's the problem.
I
It's
think
too like also with the below there. How we could?
yes, I think we can do that. We'll just have to increase, I think, the padding on the sides, but I don't want to do it until we can get this on the right side straightened out. If we have a scroll bar, otherwise it doesn't look as good because when you have like 15 pixels um, there, then it's you have to kind of squint your
Yeah.
eyes to really see it that the because the scroll bar hides a little bit of that. So first let me put that in here. uh, Figure out how to change CSS properties. T's in this case, border radius. When scroll bar is displayed. So I will look into that, and then that would mean 25 pixel. We even have that right now. No, we don't have border radius for modals. Okay.
And also, Jan, I think I need add more padding with, yeah, between the text and with the box. Need additional.
Yeah. Okay. More
Padding.
padding. Just gonna put it here as well.
Okay, sorry.
So at the top, you mean, yeah?
No, I mean on the left on the right side.
On the right
More
side?
padding. Yes, on the left on the right side, it still need a little bit more padding because, yeah, I think that's still a little bit squishy, just a little bit more.
Like that?
Yep, that's cool. What do you think, Jasper?
This one like
Okay, Jan, that's perfect, Jan. It's more tight, more tiny than before.
Okay. Yes. That's perfect then. So I agree, and that should be it for that. So I for right now, with those two issues, onboarding and the first story, agreement is set. So let's see. It's already past 4, so we've been at this for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I think right now I would probably end this because I have another stream, personal one, coming up at 6 p.m. on my personal Twitch channel, Storyteller CZ. Plus, I think it's also getting late for you guys. So next time we'll be doing the public story look upgrade together, and if I can manage to get over my burnout, then I will update the workshop area of this page into the new theme that you have prepared. So that we have more of the nice things. Okay, since we fixed quite a few issues, I'm going to be deploying this straight into production. It's a little bit maybe dangerous, but we are in beta, so these things may happen. Oh, by the way, this is because I've shut down already the thing, so that's fine. So, and yeah, oh, actually, let me. I should have probably done that before. So let me just get the check icon for the I agree on the legal modal before I forget. So that will be the last thing for me to do. And it will be so that size 1 em. Okay, Did it import correctly? Yes, it did. So let me do the final check. Let's see the application, anything in local storage, no register. What do you mean I shouldn't have anything in local storage? Should now appear. That was very strange. That's not the check icon. What the heck?
What happened? That's...
No, oh, I see.
Okay, let
Was
me...
this it because I've changed this, so it should be submit text. Not save text, but submit text.
Check icon.
I agree. Henry, do we have the one that you have in the design with the circle? Do you know what would be the name of that icon?
Check mark.
Check mark.
Yes.
Check
That
mark. Let's wait a minute. Yes, probably want to have it bigger at.
Yeah, agree. I need to, like, some of the icon need to revise, I think, yeah. I think we could do that later.
Okay, I agree. Right. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have that sorted out. Maybe for the publication agreement, I also put it here. The put it in here as well. Let me just do this. Check mark size 1.5. Type M. Set there. Yeah, so that's all set. Maybe I'll do a bit of investigation. Why did I had to refresh the page on? Oh, I think I know why now. That's going to be annoying. So I'll actually have to still fix one more thing before I deploy, which is to make sure that the agreement modal appears. Because it's going from like the front page to the registration page, and it's probably not detecting it because it does the check only once. So that's just some little technical issue that I should be able to fix quickly. All right. Let's see. So I think this is a good place to stop. We'll be doing the public story look next time. Hopefully, I can finish the workshop in the meantime. And yeah, so that's it. Thank you, everybody who is watching, for watching. Let us know if you have any questions, comments, all that stuff. We'll be happy to address them here as well. Sometimes when I'm coding, running stuff, there is also, I would say, a lot of space for Henry, Jasper, or me to address things around design, web development, UX. So we can talk about the different things as the work goes on. So with that, once again, thank you everybody for joining us today. Thank you, Henry and Jasper, for adjusting operatively all the necessary things in the background so that we can proceed with all the changes that we have.
Yes.
And with that, once again, thank you very much, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.